Mohonk time. We've gone 14 miles and we've climbed 2,000 feet. And it's been worth it because this is an absolute one-of-a-kind ride. I kind of can't believe I had never heard of this ride or this location. We drove to the Mohonk Preserve, the West Trap parking lot from our Airbnb in Kingston for this ride. And this place was absolutely stunning. Right off the rip, you could see here that it's already an amazing place to ride. It feels like a national park, and these carriage roads, carriage trails feel like places that only people would be allowed to walk. It's really great for riding. You know, it's basically smooth gravel roads, a lot of elevation in different spots, but I just couldn't believe it. It's one of those things where it makes sense that you could ride there, but you just feel like they wouldn't let you for some reason. Anyways, we parked at the West Trap trailhead, as I said, and there is a $20 per bike fee there per cyclist. So that's fairly steep. I'm guessing that most people who come local or come from New York don't park in the Mohonk Preserve, so they don't pay that fee. One thing we didn't realize is that the first loop we were doing was all in Minnewaska State Park, so we actually weren't even in the Mohonk Preserve the way we rode and started riding. This here is Waterfalls, I believe, not too far from the trailhead, and I might have pronounced that wrong. People love to correct my pronunciation, which I don't mind. Just be nice about it. I get my information from reading, and sometimes I do these voiceovers from memory. But anyways, you could see when you start climbing, you get up there, it's just overlook after overlook, and all these beautiful lakes. Our route we just found on Ride with GPS. It was a route that somebody had made, and we used it. It was really great. This section after this overlook here, where this lake is, I think that was Minnewaska Lake, was an out and back section, but it was totally worth it because it got us to another just amazing overlook. One of the problems you'll have at this park riding your bike, if you've never been there, is just you're going to want to stop so much to take a look at everything. Like I wrote in the thumbnail, it's overlook overload. It's incredible. It is a climby day out. I have the Strava link below as always so you can see what we did. The original plan was for a longer double loop kind of thing where we'd come back through the lot, just following, like I said, this guy's route on Ride with GPS. Turns out my knee was starting to hurt. If you saw my last video in Johnstown, it was a long ride, so I didn't have any Advil or anything with me. So me and Aaron actually did the first, I think, 30-ish mile loop, and that'll be my Strava below. And then we just went over and checked out the visitor center. Well, Ben and Dylan went through the Mohonk Preserve. I think that is totally worth it. The problem was they said the Ride with GPS route they were using took them through, tried to take them through a bunch of areas up by the Mohawk Mountain House that you're not actually allowed to ride, and there were a ton of people around, so they kind of had to find their own navigation way. Our friends Ames and Brad went out there a couple days later when they got into town, and they just made their own route and just kind of rode around, and they didn't really have a problem. I think it's still worth looking at the maps before you go because there is a lot of different sections you might want to check out. Some spots down by the lake, some spots, another lake that are lower, and just different waterfalls and all that kind of stuff. So Minnewaska and Mohonk basically protect the Shawangunk Ridge. I think I'm saying that correct. Again, feel free to correct me, but a lot of people just abbreviate that to the Gunks locally. And this is like a ridge of bedrock, just a stunning ridge of bedrock. As you could see, it's the easternmost part of the Appalachian Mountains. So yeah, just absolutely cool, absolutely amazing. And it goes all the way up to the Catskills, basically, this ridge. So if you're going to go, we went during peak fall season, but we went on a Monday. So we did all right. But everything I've read says it could become quite trafficked. So, you might want to go earlier in the morning or, really think about when you're going to time it. I'm guessing leaf peeping season in the fall, Saturday wouldn't be great. On the Mohonk Preserve side, there's the Mohawk Mountain House, which I've heard described as everything from feeling like The Shining to a Wes Anderson movie. I only saw it from a distance as me and Aaron didn't do that loop. It sounds like it's worth getting up there to check out, but again, even on this Monday, Ben and Dylan said it was kind of a zoo up there. So just something to keep in mind. Worth seeing, but peak time, peak fall, peak summer on a Saturday at 1 o'clock might not be the best time to do it. Anyways, I really just can't get over the fact that I didn't really know about this ride. I know I've seen Terry B's videos, but I guess I had just forgotten about them, rewatched them, and then we watched some videos after. So there's a lot of other stuff about this place, but an hour and a half from New York City, one of the most beautiful gravel rides you could possibly do. If you live anywhere in the Hudson Valley or in the east, or if you're going to be traveling that way, I would definitely make a point of getting this on the radar to head out there. It is totally worthwhile. There's probably more riding to do. I was just out at Nutmeg, and I know, again, Terry and a couple other people told me there's actually cutty stuff out here that you could ride too. So something to look into. You know, if you have more time, explore the maps even more before you go and plan your route. Anyways, I'm going to leave it at that for this one. A lot of great videos from this trip still to come. The Nutmeg video and some mountain bike videos, the New England style, really rocky, rough stuff that's kind of the opposite of this riding. So get yourself subscribed up for that. Give this video a like, save this video, do something so you remember to head out to this area because, like I said, over and over again, it is just absolutely fantastic. I know I've been saying that a lot about certain places this summer and fall, but we've just, I guess, really chose our rides right this year. I'm really happy with that. So that being said, if you want to support the channel, you could become a member, or you could buy some of our swag, or you could just say what's up by leaving me a comment. I will see you in the next one. Enjoy the rest of the footage with some tunes. Peace.